Good morning, sunshines. Welcome back to another episode of my Pretend Baking Show. We are going to be making a turquoise cake for my grandfather's 75th birthday. So the first step we're going to be doing is coloring our buttercream turquoise. To do that, I'm going to be using Chef Master Liquid Gel Food Color. This is set A, and I'm going to be using sky blue and lemon yellow. And it's super cool because Chef Master provides this little color wheel, and I want the color turquoise. So I will be using 6 drops of sky blue and 1 drop of lemon yellow. And 1 drop of lemon yellow. So now that we have our buttercream colored, I'm just gonna put it in one of these piping bags. I love to use piping bags when I'm gonna decorate a cake just because it's so much easier to control and you know how much buttercream you're actually putting on the cake. I will link these piping bags in the description box below. These are Keen Pioneer. You can get 100 of them for a really cheap price. These are 12-inch bags. So all you do is you put your bag in your cup, grab your buttercream, and the key here is don't fill your piping bag up with a lot of buttercream. That way you have much more control over it. All right, so we have our cake board. We're gonna put a little dot of buttercream in the middle just to act as glue to hold the cake down. Make sure the cake is centered. And you're just gonna apply a thin layer of buttercream in between the layers. Use your offset spatula to smooth that out. And you're gonna flip it around to where the bottom part of the cake is the top. All right, and now we're just gonna pipe the buttercream around the sides of the cake. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scraping away most of the buttercream, and I'm going to be using this layer as a crumb coat, and that's just to keep the crumbs from getting in the outside layer of my buttercream. Alright, so while my buttercream is setting up in the fridge, I'm going to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes to bring it out, but let's talk about this merchandise. I designed this new clothing merchandise, whatever you want to call it. I have leggings, bags, phone cases, everything. But it's on Teespring. I will put the links in the description box below, but this is just one of my clothing lines. This is And Just a Pinch of Sunshine. And I came up with it when I was baking, and first I didn't want to bake at all. I had tragic moments and I told myself that I was never gonna bake, but I just kept pushing through, and I love just adding a pinch of sunshine to every bake that I do. And so if you guys are open, or if you know anybody who loves to add just a little touch of sunshine to their baking or their day, go ahead and click the link below. And I also have other stores available too. So I have one for weightlifting, I have one for funny baking puns, and just super fun stuff, so go ahead and check that out. And if you guys are enjoying this video so far, I would appreciate it so much if you guys went ahead and liked this video, commented, and even clicked on some of the links below. Now that my buttercream is firm to the touch, I'm gonna start with the top first because I want to give this cake a rustic edge on the outside. So just pipe this. Really don't need a lot since you got that crumb coat. And just smooth it over the top. All right, and then I'm gonna work my way up from the bottom of the cake to the top. Just piping a nice even layer of buttercream. And as you can see, I went a little bit above the top border part, and that's because when I scrape it, it's gonna push all the buttercream up and it's gonna give that rustic edge that I want. And anywhere that's missing buttercream, you're just gonna fill that in. All right, and then the last thing we're gonna do to touch this cake up is to add some gold splatter. So this is the glamorous gold that I'll be using to make the gold splatters around this cake. You can find the link below in the description box. And I'm also gonna be using this brush to make this splatter effect on the cake. Alright guys, and that's how you make a turquoise and gold cake. This is going to be for my grandpa's 75th birthday, as I said again, so it can be for male or female. It's not totally dressed up, but it's still super cute. If you guys like this video, please go ahead and like it and comment below on if you guys are going to be making a turquoise cake, or just tell me how your day's going. And I also want to take the time out to say thank you guys so much for all of my subscribers and for following me on my baking journey. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have no idea. All right, thank you guys so much and have a great day. God bless.